boys and girls, today we're going to be doing some observational drawing. So I have some objects for us to look at. I have cut some oranges and some lemons. I have some shells and some flowers. I will put those pictures up on your Google Classroom, but you can use anything in your home that you want to look at closely to draw. You will only need paper and pencil today and your eyes for looking, because when we do observational drawing we need to look really closely. Okay, for observational drawing we're just going to be using pencils today, and I'm going to show you a couple of different techniques that you can use. First of all, that you might want to just practice. So you may use little lines when you're shading in an area, little diagonal lines. I'm just going to do them a little darker, hopefully you can see them. You may use something called cross-hatching, which are lines that go one way and then the other way. You might use little dots to get texture on something. You can also practice just pressing really lightly with your pencil or really hard, and you can see how different you can get. It's the same pencil, but you can see that I've got different colors. This is really light and this is really dark just because I pressed much harder. Okay, so we can try these different techniques when we're doing our sketching today. You can use your pencil, the sharp point of it, or you can also do what I did there. I lay it on the side if I'm shading in a big area. So the first thing I want you to do, just play around with your pencil, see what different marks you can make to get different textures or even like different shades of the pencil. Okay, so once you've done that, you can choose any object and you're really just going to be looking closely at your object. I don't really want to show you how to draw these things because I don't want you to copy what I'm doing, because I want you to just use your eyes and draw what you see. Okay, so I'm just going to be looking at my lemon and I'm just going to really look at the shapes that I see, and I'm going to try and draw everything that I see here. So I know it's a round shape, so I'm going to just start with that, and I'm drawing really lightly. I notice that there's a difference. It's yellow here, then it changes to white, and I can see there's a sort of line. So I'm going to draw that little line where the yellow changes to the white, and it's not really a straight line, it's kind of bumpy going around. So I'm going to draw that like that going around, because I'm looking at the top view. I don't see the side of my lemon right now. If you decide that you're going to turn the lemon a different way, maybe you will. So this is the yellow part, and then now there's the white part, but I'm looking really closely and I can see there's these little sections and they're kind of triangle shaped, like a long triangle, and then there's a little circle in the middle. So I'm going to draw that first to help me, and I'm going to draw it a little bit darker, so I'm going to press with my pencil a little harder. So now I'm going to try and make those little shapes that I see. So I see they go down, and then it's like a curved kind of triangle, and they all join onto each other. So I'm just going to keep on going round. When you're doing observation drawing, it really is just about looking closely and drawing exactly what you see. That's why I'm not going to show you too many examples. I'm just going to let you use your eyes and draw which objects you have. So it's looking a bit too much like a flower, so I want to make these a little straighter. Okay, I noticed down here this one, there's a little one next to it, so I'm going to actually add that in. They're not exactly all the same size. And as I'm looking even closer, I'm noticing that there are actually lines in between here. So maybe I can make a really narrow line where these little, they're called little segments of the lemon join. Now you could finish at that, or if you want to make the yellow part shaded, we can do what we talked about at the start, the technique where we're just using the side of our pencil to shade it, because the yellow part is darker than the white part. You could even try little dots as well, because if when you look closely there are some little dots on the skin of the lemon. I want to use as many details as I can to make people know that this is a lemon instead of a flower. So I think this was a little bit too wide. I'm going to bring this out a little bit more. Okay, then when I look even closer, I can see really tiny light lines inside. I'm going to add them as well. It's like the little juicy parts of the lemon. And there's even a little seed there. And a little one there. Observation drawing takes practice and takes a long time. So you can do as many of these on your page as you like. Maybe you want to turn it a different direction so you get a different view. Or maybe you want to try the orange or a flower. Let me see. I don't want to take the whole flower. Okay, so when I'm looking at the flower, I'm looking up really closely too. I don't want to show you too many examples because, as I said, I want you to really choose your own objects and look closely. But I will leave pictures or photographs of these items I have here, or you can choose your own item also.